We need to talk about our mental health. Have a chat can help ease our stress and reduce.
Season and will be again in 3 weeks' time. So short for one for little figures. They're always on hand to help look after the kids.
Good morning everyone, happy Monday. It had just gone past 5:35. I'm finishing my double espresso and then I'm heading off to the gym for my last hour of cardio before, even though I'm technically in peak week, officially begins today. So today I decided to film a day in the life of an online personal trainer, online fitness coach, day in the life of a bikini bodybuilder in a competitive season, and just thought I'd just take you through sort of timestamps day by and everything that I'm basically doing, everything that I'm eating, doing, thinking, planning, just to give a bit of a proper sort of real and raw behind the scenes. And I've also got a couple of questions that as I'm going throughout the day I'm going to answer. Hold on, my dog needs a wee. And answer some questions along the way. In about 5 minutes I'm going to head out the door. It is absolutely freezing today actually. What is the temperature? We have, our heating comes on at like 4 o'clock on a Monday, and it doesn't feel like it's on at 6 degrees. 6 degrees, but definitely feels colder than 6 degrees. So I am walking to the gym. I'm also going to take my bikini with me, and if afterwards I am not absolutely starving and need to come home and have a rice cake, I'm going to just pop into the steam and sauna room for 15 minutes. I do plan on doing that anyway, just to kind of help with any sort of water that I might potentially be holding on to this week, just for sweat it out a little bit. But yes, that's the plan. So the walk to the gym is literally just around the corner, but it probably takes me, what, 7 minutes realistically to walk. So I'll get there, an hour on the stairs, 6 to 7, and then all being well, about 7 till 20 past 7, steam and sauna, and then I'll be home for 7:30. And then we've got take the dogs out for their morning stroll. Today is check-in day for my girls, so I have a call with a potential client. I have 2 progress calls with current clients, and then the rest of the day is just feedback form videos. Dogs are going to the groomers at 10, and then every meal that I have today I'm going to be doubling up and prepping for tomorrow as well. So literally a little bit of everything. Need to do some washing, need to pack away the bits of the suitcase that I didn't do last night because I was been in my home back in Doncaster this past weekend for a wedding. So that is a plan of action for this morning. I don't really want to leave the house if I'm being honest, but part of me really wants to drive to the gym, but I've got to get those steps in. Oh, hi Paul. So I'm going to walk. But first things first, I've got a reel that I prepared. Basically I upload them and put them into drafts on my Instagram a week in advance. So only for reels, posts not really, because I kind of do this, I'm going through, but I've got 3 reels that I'm posting this week and they're all ready in my drafts. So I'm just going to go in now, because apparently Google tells me that around this time in the morning on a Monday is the best time to post. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to post that, and then we're going to walk to the gym, and we are going to have an absolutely phenomenal day. Let me see first if my Whoop has given me my score. So basically, my husband got me a Whoop watch for my birthday. I'm a bit obsessed with like the data and stuff, and the main thing I'm looking at the moment is the strain and sleep, and it's really interesting. So let me see. So last night, 6 hours 19 of sleep, 1 hour 40 of restorative sleep. So usually I like to have 7.5 hours. However, I do feel quite refreshed, so that's good. Light sleep 4.5 hours, REM sleep around an hour. Efficiency, percentage of the time I actually spend in bed. Oh, great. Okay. tells me that I need 10.5 hours sleep needed. Yeah, so tonight, plan is early night. Yes, my restorative sleep last night was 31%, which is average. And your restorative sleep is a mix between your deep sleep and your REM. And this is where you physically and mentally basically restore your body. So I had one day where it was very, very high. It was like, I can't see what it was, over 50%. So that's what I need every night, but I'm not going to get that. So, right, I'm going to finish this coffee and then we're going to head to the gym. Right, we're up, we're out. It is so cold. So cold, but I'm laid up. I actually think that I might my pension up this week, next week. I need to organise my wardrobe and officially I've flat packed all my official summer stuff and that's ready to go up into the loft next time my hubby's home so he can help me get everything up. But I think it's time to get the gloves and hats out just because even though it's a little bit hit and miss, I want to be prepared. And especially with my prep, as I am going to be carrying on after this show, I'm not quite done just yet. When it gets colder, like I feel like I'm going to be feeling it a lot more than sort of regular folks, simply because body fat is so low. But so yeah, I think I need to get prepared. I'm getting all my bits out, but we're going to stroll now through. And I'm going to put my camera down because the park that I walk through within where we live, like our little community, there's no light whatsoever. So I'm going to get my torchlight out and just sort of be aware of my surroundings, even though I feel very, very safe. You still need to be aware, don't you? But I'm hoping no one's on the Stairmaster when I get there as well. So 58.5 minutes down, all on 12% incline and now at 3.2 speed. See how sweaty I am. And 1 litre down, all before 7:30. So wait for this to finish, go down, have 10 minutes in the steam room, sauna, not sure yet, and then head home and get started with the day. And that is the gym done for the morning. Last cardio this week. The only reason I'll be coming to the gym is to do my 2 upper body pump sessions and to use the steam and sauna room. I'm actually like 15 minutes behind schedule what I wanted to, only because I forgot my flipping Apple Watch when I went into the steam and sauna room. And I usually do 10 minutes in the sauna, in the steam room, sorry, and then about 10 minutes in the sauna, and I lost track of time and I overdid it, but it doesn't matter. But I'm on my way home now. But one question that I'm going to answer is, someone asked how do I get up every day early, how to basically wake up early and become a morning person. And there is no sort of trick as to how to do it. You just have to make a commitment to yourself and don't let excuses get in the way and be on top of things. You know, a goal that I've given a couple of my online coaching girls is, you know, to get to bed earlier. Basically, as long as you get enough hours of sleep, you can wake up early in the morning. You know, and the more that you sort of lay in bed thinking, oh God, I don't want to get up, you know, the worse you make it for yourself. So for me, anywhere really between 6.5 to 7.5 hours per night is my sweet spot. And if I know that if I've had somewhere in between that, I know I can get up and go on with my day. If it's closer to the 6.5, I know I'm going to be tired, but I can still manage. So my first tip is to make sure that, you know, waking up early begins the night before. You know, sort of experiment with how many hours of sleep work best for you, and then just give yourself that. You know, I say to the girls, no matter what time you go to bed, so
it's always the hours before midnight that are the most important. But say for example, you need 6.5 hours of sleep and you go to bed and go to sleep at around midnight. Waking up, you want to then wake up at like 6, 6:30 every single day. But then if, for example, you go to bed an hour earlier, you know, granted, yeah, still wake up at that time, but why not move that clock forward an hour? Because you know that you're still getting the amount that you need to function, you know. So for me, 6.5 hours, and usually I am in bed or ready for bed by about 9, and I'm always asleep anytime between 10 and 10:30. So that way I know anytime between 5 and 6 I can wake up. So usually my alarm, depending on what's going on in the day, is anytime between 5 and 6. So I'm always waking up. And then on the weekend, the reason I'm always up is because my body clock is so used to it. I give my body the sleep and the recovery that it needs to function, and I naturally just wake up. You know, sometimes, yes, I'll be like, you know what, I've got nothing to do, I'm going to go back to bed. But I think that main point, tip number 1 and the main one, is make sure you're getting enough sleep. Just get yourself to bed earlier. Make sure, you know, I say to everyone, shower, get ready for bed before you have your evening meal, because we all do it. We have our evening meal, sit down after your meal, then before you know it, an hour and a half's gone by, and then you've got to clean the kitchen, you've got to get ready for bed, and you're like, oh my goodness, I can't be bothered. Then before you know it, you're in bed an hour later than you wanted to. So, you know, for example, for me, I will walk my boys anytime between 5 and 5:30. I will come back home, and then I will get ready for bed, and then I will have my tea. So once I've had my tea, and when I say get ready for bed, I mean a shower, get myself ready, but I will also roll down my bed, get my bedroom ready, put the candle on, put the lamp on, make it like a nice vibe, and then I will also pack my bag and just get my to-do list and everything done, ready for the next day. And this usually takes around half an hour to an hour, depending on if I'm washing my hair and things like that. So tip number 1, get enough sleep. Tip number 2, get ready before your evening meal, so your body, you know, your cortisol levels can lower, your nervous system will relax, and you will start to know, you know, when you do this day after day, your body automatically knows and will start to get tired at the same time because it knows what's coming. And then my 3rd tip is just get up. You know, there really is, apart from those 2 tips that I just gave you, there really is no secret to doing it. You just have to make that commitment to yourself, hold yourself to a higher standard, and you have to get up and get it done. Best thing is, do not snooze. Leave your phone, you know, at the other side of the bedroom if you have to. So you have to physically get up and out of bed, because I can promise you, the moment that you're stood up, walked yourself to the bathroom, cleaned your teeth, had a wee, you're like, right, I can feel myself waking up now. So they are my tips for waking up and getting up early and getting moving. Hope that's helpful. Yes. So just gotten home, and I'm literally, I do not want to do this check-in at all. It is so cold, but as my dad used to say, cold is just a state of mind. Probably would still say that, to be fair. So I'm just getting out, getting it done, just setting up, getting my heels on. So I'll see you in a second.
Lights are shining bright. My friends are in the club. We'll go all night.
So because my calories at the moment are so low, I try to push my meal 1, which is my omelette, as far back in the day as I can. However, I literally need something, so in the morning I'm always having just 1 rice cake, and I either have on it peanut butter, jam, or like today, fat-free cottage cheese with some everything but the bagel seasoning on, and some salt. And this just kind of keeps me going for a little while before I have my main meal. I just try to go as long as possible, because the worst thing I want is to get to like 5 o'clock and have nothing left and have to go through my evening, because, you know, I go to bed early, but going to bed like 7 would be a little bit too much. So I'm gonna have this, and then I'm going to shower, take the boys out, take them to the groomers, and then we're getting on with the working day.
Alright, so I'm showered, hair washed, dressed. Now I'm going to get the boys, take them outside on their little, oh my goodness, look at this. What an absolute prince. Oh my goodness. Take them out and then we're going to go straight to the groomers. These leggings that I've put on absolutely do not fit me anymore. Far too baggy around the hip area, but never mind. They are comfy for today. So when I come back, the boys will be gone for around an hour and a half. And then, so in that time, I'm gonna aim to do about 2 check-ins and just do a little bit of a titivate and a tidy up of everything upstairs. And then go back and get there, and then I'm coming back. And all this afternoon, I've got 2 little reels I want to film, 2 little sit-down chatty reels, and also just finishing off, I've got a call with potential clients. I have a call with a current client who's just going phases, changing phases, and then it's just feedback forms for the rest of the day. It's very fresh today. I've ordered the boys some little waterproof matching Barber jackets as well that should be arriving soon. It's gonna be so cute. Off to the groomers. So whenever you hear people talk about prep brain, it absolutely is a thing, and I've just experienced it. Not for the first time. I rocked up to my dog groomers, boy in each hand. And she's like, oh yeah, hello. I went, oh, are you expecting me? She went, no, not till 1:30. What a nightmare. So back home now. Rejigging my day around a little bit. Doesn't matter, it did annoy me, but one of those things, isn't it? What are you gonna do? So yeah, so now we're rejigging the day around a little bit. So I'm just making my breakfast. Oh, tummy is grumbling. Official breakfast. And I'm making myself an omelette with spinach, mushrooms, and a Baby Bell cheese with some ketchup. So I've got 40 grams of mushrooms here. This has been, I've been having a sweet omelette quite a lot, and I have it twice a day, and I'm not getting sick of it, but I feel like I need to go more savoury now and then sweeter a little bit later on in the day. So that's what we're doing now, and then I'm topping it with, of course, my standard everything but the bagel sesame dressing, seasoning, and then I also top it with this, which is just from Co-op, and it's a chilli and garlic grinder thing, which is really quite nice. So, and then after this, I'm also going to go and do my, just file some stuff through for my tax for my accountant, because that I just had the email saying that, you know, 100 days to go to file it. So whilst I've just got an hour spare, I'm going to go and just get that done. That's one thing I need to do. The joys of being self-employed.
The mood is right. If I just had your number, I would let you know how I feel. You walk up to me, start dancing to the music, energies like this was meant to be.
So this is the little office setup that I've got. I was doing some voiceovers the other day, that's what that is there for. But I actually just got this from a place called Journey or something or other. It's great because it charges your phone and your headphones, and it sort of doubles up, so you can use either side there as well. It's nice, and just, you know, just to keep everything a little bit neater. So that's there, that's the little office. And then over here, ring light as always. And then I just always have Good Morning, Loose Women, all of that in the background. And then this is my shrine to me. This is all going to be altered. The office is being done in the new year. But for now, this is just how everything is. So the plan of action now, ever so slightly changing the way I'm going to do things. I'm just going to go through and reply to some client messages. And then I'm going to start just to give myself 20 minutes just to start on my tax return, just going through the past year. And then in just around an hour, I've got a discovery call. And that basically is someone will have already filled out the form, and then they're booking the call, and this is where we just talk through their goals in more detail. I get to know them a little bit more, they get to know me more, they get to understand what my program offers for online coaching. And this is where, you know, hopefully, yes, they want to join, or we say, okay, right now things aren't quite where they are, because I will never take someone on if I don't feel like they're in the right place. I can get a lot from the call that I do. And then straight after that, from 1 till 1:30, I have a progress call with Amanda, who has just completed her 12 weeks with me. She's done absolutely amazingly. She is 50 plus and she has lost just under a stone. It's as if anyone's watching this and you are a woman, especially as an older woman, it is, granted you can still lose weight, but it is harder, it's more challenging, and she has just done amazing. So I'm super, super happy that she's wanting to carry on. And then it is feedback forms, and in that feedback forms, how it looks is I send them all on a Sunday a form to fill out, and then I go through that form today and then go through their calendar. They send me form videos. I have a look and sort of assess what needs to be worked on, and then we choose an exercise for next week to send to me so I can have a little look at that as well. And then we just set new goals for the week. And then sometimes some feedbacks take me like 20 minutes, sometimes it's like 3 minutes, because they're like, no, this week's been really good, just carrying on as we are, and this is just me saying, yeah, brilliant from me, focus on this one, what I'm looking at, so on and so forth. And it's just a really nice way just to kind of keep everyone on track. But I do speak to all the girls weekly, daily anyway, which is really nice. So that's the plan of action, and then I'm going to get through as many as I possibly can. I'm going to get through them all today, what I'm talking about. I'm going to get through them all today, and then I have a few alterations to make to some programs. So for example, one girl, Stephanie, she's a performer, and she's currently on tour with Moulin Rouge, and she's going all around the US. And so she just messaged me the other day and said she's at this new gym and she doesn't listed me the equipment that she doesn't have. So what I now do is go into her program and I will just alter anything that was an exercise on what she said, and then so basically she can have a full workout. And then I've got a couple of other ladies to do that for as well. But otherwise, I'm gonna crack on, and I will see you on the other side.
I feel my heart beat, and I don't want this moment to stop. Time to go home. Don't want this night to end. Yeah, about time we stop pretending. Come home with me. Let's write a history. Tonight I'll make you see. It's all about us. It's all about us. As we're dancing close together, making out.
One discovery call gone down with a potential client who has signed up, which is amazing. And then I've just had one call. John Treaty Pays, come on in. One call with a current client who's gone from the 12 weeks into the rolling membership, and now I'm about to take the boys back to the groomers for their official groom. Oh my goodness, then I'm coming back, and then it's just literally a whole afternoon of feedback forms with the girls and coaches.
It's all about us. There's some magic in your eyes, can't get enough. Feel your hands, the way you're touching me around my neck. Got chills down my back, you do it right. The way you're holding me, no, I don't want this moment to stop. No need to fight it, I cannot hide it. We won't regret it, so come with me, maybe we're meant to be.
Oh, right, back in the office now. Goodness gracious me, what a morning, what a day. 2:30, goodness. So now, is the plan of action. I'm just going to, I started doing my, to send to my accountant, my tax return. And I just basically just send her all my earnings and all that good stuff. So I'm just gonna go through that now, just to get all the totals up. Then all I need to do later on tonight is just go through and download all of my like monthly payments slips. So I'm gonna do that now. Chicken's cooking in the oven, and also at the same time as cooking my chicken for today, I'm cooking my chicken for tomorrow, making a whole lunch for tomorrow. And then I'm also, tonight when I cook my evening meal, that's the same evening meal I'm having tomorrow, so I'll cook that then. And that's just something that I do for time management, something that I have always done. You know, so if whatever I eat on Monday, I eat on Tuesday, and then on Tuesday eat something different for Wednesday, so on and so forth. But it just helps so much with organisation and things. And this herbal tea I'm drinking is what has been my saviour throughout this prep. I either crave a crunch or something really sweet, and by adding in those vanilla flavour drops, this really curbs any cravings that I might be feeling. So I'm going to go through this now. I've just got October 22 through to March 23 to do, just to add up the earnings, and then I'm going to get into finishing off the checking forms as well.
I don't want this moment to stop. Time to go home. Don't want this night to about time we stop pretending.
So this is lunch right now. This is lunch for tomorrow. 100 grams of chicken seasoning, the Nando seasoning that you saw. 100 gram of cucumber. 50 grams of cottage cheese. And then I'm, of course, topped with everything but the bagel sesame dressing. And then tomorrow, just before I leave, I will, because I'm out all day tomorrow, I will put the cottage cheese in there so it doesn't make the chicken go soggy. So it is now just gone past 6 p.m. It is pitch black outside basically, and I've just finished all my check-ins with my girlies, and they have done absolutely phenomenal today. Hitting wins and personal best and getting wins all over the shop for all different reasons. So, oh sorry. So really, really chuffed with that. But now it's time for me to have my chilled evening. So the boys, take them out now, come back, having my evening meal. And I'm going to get to answering some of those questions that I had as well. And like I say, the meal that I'm making tonight is also going to be my meal for tomorrow when I go as well. Right, so I'm sat down now having some food. I don't usually sit here on the sofa to eat my evening meal, but I'm by myself, so, you know, why not, hey? So evening meal, we have 100 grams of beef, 100 grams of broccoli with some drizzle and everything but the bagel on. Then I've got a sweet 3-egg white omelette with some farge yogurt, cinnamon and drizzle on the top. And this is, so everything you've seen me eat today is everything that I've eaten. And this is, you know, hardly any carbs today. And this has been like this for quite a long time. And I say to people who want to prep, you have to be prepared to go through bouts of just feeling hungry and distracting yourself and getting through. Luckily today I've been quite busy, so I actually feel quite good. But there are days where it's horrendous and people say, why are you doing it? Well, it's a challenge. I'm doing it in a very safe way. My coach is amazing, guiding me literally day by day. But it is hard. Some days are harder than others, but you find what works for you. I'm also eating a little bit later then I went to. It's 7:15. I still need to get in the bath because I'm still scrubbing off the tan from last show for this weekend. So I have this, get in my bath, and then just chill on my laptop for an hour or so before I go to bed, and that's when I'll answer the questions. So I'm just running the bath. It's just gone at 8:30. And I just thought I would answer a couple more of the questions that came through. So one question was, what did you find the hardest about prep, or finding the hardest about prep? And I think, to be honest, because one of the reasons why I decided to start with the bodybuilding was because I was already doing what I'm doing now, just less of an extreme. And what I mean by this is I was hitting 10,000 steps a day, I was going to the gym 5 times a week consistently, I was tracking my food at my maintenance, but I was still tracking it because I enjoy doing that. And so that side of things wasn't really too challenging. I think the main thing is managing life alongside your prep, or managing your prep alongside your life. You know, life still goes on, so, you know, I still have a house to run, work, 2 dogs, a husband, and social occasions and family and things that you still sort of have to manage, and you have to know when to say no to doing things, and you have to know when you're like, no, this is something that, you know, I need to do. So I feel like that has been the main issue, when energy has been incredibly low, and managing that alongside still carrying on with your normal life, because life still goes on, and this is something that I'm just chosen to do. So I'd say that is the hardest thing. It's not been the diet. The diet's been challenging at times, and oh my goodness, days where I've just been so hungry and so lethargic. But I think the main thing is managing life. And it's not even like time management, it's just more trying to make sure that you get everything in that you have to get in. But when you decide to do a prep, it's almost like a flick switches. A switch flicks, oh my god. It's almost like something just clicks and you're like, you make it work, and you just go and you just do. And I think also things like not eating with my husband on an evening, like I can't wait for us to just be like, should I take away tonight? Yeah. Or oh, should we go out this weekend? Yeah. Not only for me, but I know for him as well, he's missed that. So that's what I'd say the hardest part is. Everything else is challenging, but it's manageable. So that's what I'd say for that one. Supplements that I'm taking throughout prep. So I'm taking Creatine, obviously. Haven't had protein powder in months. All my protein I've been getting is just from purely food, which is great. Eggs, meats, cheeses, all that sort of stuff. But I take creatine, I take ashwagandha, I take a multivitamin, I take collagen, omega-3, an energy supplement, magnesium, and there's another one. I can't remember which one it is. I can't remember what the other one is. Any advice on how to manage consistency with exercise and your cycle? That's my biggest challenge. So of course you have your 3 different phases of your cycle, but I think the main thing, in whatever stage you are in your cycle, sometimes, obviously sometimes you just can't and you need to rest and not exercise. However, sometimes I do think it is best if you move in some way. You know, research has shown that exercise can help aid symptoms and can almost in a way make you feel better. But I think, you know, if you're consistent the majority of the time with your exercise, and for that one particular week, maybe you take 2 days off, 3 days off, as long as your consistency all the other times, you're not going to affect anything. And if you might even, depend on how badly you suffer with this, so I probably need to know more about sort of you and your cycle and what exactly the issue is. Is it endometriosis? Is it cramps? Is it heavy? You know, so it's kind of hard to say. But I just think as long as you're consistent those 3 weeks, if you have that 1 week where a couple of days you can't do anything, then you need to rest up. That's what I would say. And then honestly, I think I've lost all the other questions. I actually can't find them anywhere. Anyway, but right now I'm gonna get in the shower, in the bath, sorry. I'm gonna literally set my timer for 5 minutes, soak my body from head to toe, then scrub, and then get out. I'm not really a bath person. My husband loves a bath. I would rather have a shower, but sometimes, like right now when you are a bodybuilder and you have shower, you have all the time. Sometimes you gotta just soak in the tub. I've also got herbal tea. This herbal tea has saved me during prep. Oh my goodness. Herbal tea with the My Protein vanilla flavour drops. Absolutely game changer. And as much as I'm like, I really want something with a crunch, just having that sweetness really, really helps. And then we're in bed. I can't lie, I thought that more was going to potentially happen today, to give a bit more of a behind the scenes, but I suppose it really was a day behind the scenes on a Monday of an online coach, online or laptop based work. And because I have been quite busy today with the 2 trips to the dog groomers and work, my hunger throughout the day hasn't really been so much of an issue. It's just sort of now in this last hour when it starts to kick in a little bit more. And I know that tomorrow, last day of depletion, so I'm getting up early and I'm going to train, and I've got to get through the session on simply a rice cake, with potentially not even a rice cake, because I don't know whether to keep that and hold on to that and have that as my like mid-morning snack. Oh. But today my energy levels have been fine, but I think that's because I've just been at home and I haven't been doing really very much activity. Did my cardio this morning, obviously hit 12,000 steps, but that was it. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Slightly different to what I've been doing, because obviously I've been uploading show day videos recently, but what I am going to be doing for next week's vlog, that I will have filmed this coming weekend, is I'm doing a timestamp of a show day. So rather than just like vlogging the whole day, even though I am going to be vlogging it, I'm going to, anything that I sort of show is what we're doing and why we're doing it. So for example, I'll show you what time I wake up, my meals I'm having, why I'm having the meals I'm having, why I'm having them at the time that I'm having them, checking in with my coach, heading to makeup, pre-pump and all of that, and just give timestamps just so you can really see how a show day is ran. So that's what's going to be coming up next. But I'm going to head to sleep now because it's just coming up 10:30 and I'm up at 5 o'clock to go and do an upper body session. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I also will have, once you've seen this, there will have been an announcement go live on my Instagram that as of this coming Monday, so tomorrow from when you're watching this, I am offering posing lessons. And I talk about it in the Instagram, but I am, granted, yes, I am new-ish to the bodybuilding world. However, when it comes to posing, I've been a professional dancer working in West End shows for 10 plus years. I have been a group fitness instructor for about 8 years, personal trainer going on 3 years. So understanding the body and how the body moves and how it's supposed to feel and how it's supposed to look is literally my forte. And in regards to me posing, I took to it like a duck to water. I really did, just simply because of the background that I have. And I have had a handful of girls message me asking if I do online online posing sessions, and as of when you're watching this, yes I do. So if you are interested, the link is down below to my Instagram and to the form, to the posing application form, which you can fill out, and we can get you booked in for a session and we can work on your posing together. So that's that. But I'm going to sleep now because I'm all of a sudden gotten very, very tired, and I will see you in the next one. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, give me a follow on YouTube, on Instagram. Everything goes down there, and I will see you in the next one.